Want to reverse a string in Java? It's easier than you think, and in this video, I'll walk you through a few practical methods you can start using right away. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Alright, here I have a simple string like this. To reverse a string, there are several ways you can go about it. The first method is by using the StringBuilder class. This approach is fast and efficient, especially if you're working in a single-threaded environment, though keep in mind, it's not really thread safe. To do this, we first create an instance of StringBuilder, passing our string into the constructor. Then, we call the reverse method to flip the string, and after that, we convert it back into a regular string using the toString method. Let's store the result in a variable named reversed_greeting. Now, if we print it out, you'll see the string has been successfully reversed. Aside from StringBuilder, you can also use the StringBuffer class. While it's slightly slower, it's more suitable for multi-threaded environments. The steps are exactly the same, except we instantiate a string buffer instead. And as you can see, the result is the same. Now, if you want more control, you can also reverse a string manually using a loop. Let's say we create a user-defined function called reverse, which takes a string as input. The first step is to convert the string into a character array. Then, we set up two variables to track the leftmost and rightmost characters. Begin starting at index 0 and end at the last index of the array, which is the array's length -1. We'll also prepare a temporary variable to hold characters during the swap. Let's call it temp. Now, inside a while loop, we'll perform swaps as long as begin is less than end. First, we store the character at the left position into temp. Then, we replace the left character with the right one, and the right character with the value stored in temp. Finally, we increment begin and decrement end, so the swapping continues inward toward the center. Once we've completed the swaps, we return the modified character array as a new string. Let's try it out by calling the reverse function and passing in our original string. And as you can see, our function successfully reversed the string, just like the StringBuilder and StringBuffer methods. That's it. If this video helped, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one.